Hello to my American Horror Story historians. My name is EJ, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, welcome here. We are awesome. We have a lot of fun things to talk about at this channel. You can also follow me at Flickering Myth, but we are over 7,000 subscribers just for you American Horror Story fans. Now, let's get into this week's episode. We are going to be talking about American Horror Story Delicate. The episode is called Little Gold Man. Little Gold Man, this could be a little quick episode because what was this episode? I felt like I got up for a snack, and then by the time I was back from my snack, the episode was over. I have been nothing but super positive about this season, and I will still say I liked this episode, but what is up with these runtimes? What is going on? We had like an extra 20 minutes of airtime. We had an extra 20 minutes of storytelling we could have done here, but let's dive off into Roman Polanski and Mia Farrow. That was completely something we needed at the start of this episode. Look, seeing Kim Kardashian and Siobhan in the 1960s aesthetic was definitely a vibe. I like where this is going. I like the idea of this, but when I see 30-something minutes and I see the episode before the finale, I expect more. I expect a fuller meal. Again, I like where this was going, and this was the very obvious thing. We get Anna gets her Oscar. Yay, cool. It took me forever to figure out what the hell she was winning, because does she even win it? It doesn't even matter. No, because she's still struggling of what she wants the baby. And then there was that witchy moment of like, oh, give me what you want. I'll give you what you want. Oh. Did she literally sell her baby off at that exact moment? Is that where she truly knew what she had to do? Anna is such a confusing character because I never know what she wants up until she kicks Dex out for hooking up with Cora. Who was Cora? Do I have to remember her? Who was this person? This episode frustrated me because, again, at the core, Kim Kardashian making the poop joke, plop plop, got me. The idea that she's been around and helping these women in precarious positions for decades, interesting. I mean, for centuries, we will soon find out. I really like Siobhan's character. I really like where this is going. But after last week's super strong backstory episode, I thought we would be thrusted back into the new story, and we were thrusted back in, but it felt like we had the fast forward button on. I'm like, no, chill. Let's enjoy where we are. Let's even out the pace. What is going on? Why are we rushing through things? Again, we know we have a little bit of time left, but we're rushing through things without a lot of time allotted. It's confusing. It's frustrating because, again, this episode, at the bare bones of it, it's the Oscar season. We've been building towards this whole award show for the entire thing. Still don't understand how this low budget indie movie made it here, but it's the power of witchcraft, magic, and maybe demonic shit, because really, why did Anna get here? Is it all just the pure magic? Was there any actual industry backing? I know these are questions that are a little bit bigger than the show, like who was actually voting for this? But I am very confused, and I'm very intrigued by the art side of this, the filmmaking side of this, because the witchcraft stuff makes sense. Siobhan just waves her hand and things can happen. That's how the Coven witches worked. I always remember that scene where Jessica Lange, Fiona, is trying to get that man to drink. And it's that fight for control. It seems like Siobhan has no fight for control ever. It's just like, and this has happened. This is how I want it to go. It's interesting. It's intriguing. But I feel like with the amount of time we had left, with this short-ass episode, I wanted even more jam-packed. And it felt like we just wanted to get the award show over. And we were like, oh, episode's done. We don't need to do anything else. I'm like, there's still more to talk about. What is going on? As the episode begins, we are thrust back into the 60s, and we meet Mia Farrow, well, an actress who looks nothing like Mia Farrow, and we're supposed to be playing Polanski Farrow, and I'm like, okay, sure. But she's real stressed. She's real struggling. There's hallucinations. There's a lot of weird moments for this woman. I mean, as we know, the Mia Farrow story, just dealing with Polanski could be enough. But then she's having these hallucinations, and right in the moment of pure stress, Siobhan comes, and as she says, it's women intuition. Like, I knew you needed to be here. I knew what needed to happen. Whew. Then we get to the Sharon Tate stuff. I mean, we could truly get into a lot of the Farrow Polanski stuff, but this episode doesn't want to spend a lot of time on it, so I don't really want to either. So we are back into our main timeline, our main story, and it is all about prepping. Well, first we have the funeral to get through, where preacher shows up and listen to the women, which feels like the tagline for American Horror Story Delicate is listen to these goddamn women. But yeah, we have the funeral for Dex's mom. Okay, sure. What was this going to give me other than the preacher moment? But we do have Anna spending some time with preacher, trying to get more answers out of her. But by the time she wakes up in the hospital room, because they send preacher off to the hospital, she's not there. So we're still not getting questions about preacher or anything. It's going to be until the last second, and preacher's going to be like, "Hello, I am your measure," or something. And I'm like, oh, it all makes so much sense now. Like, it's frustrating what they're doing with Preacher, but it felt like they wanted to fast forward through the funeral, through all that stuff, just to get to Kim Kardashian getting Emma Roberts ready for their fictional Oscars, because it is Oscar season. We are up to get our award, and Anna is okay on it. She's still really stressed. She's still, it still seems like the constant fight, which again has kind of been the common complaint, that the season feels like it's progressed nothing, because we're still having the same complaints, the same issues that we had in episode 1 and 2 as we are having in episode 8. But I don't know, things have evolved a bit now. We have spider legs to deal with. We're seeing Anna real stress out right before, she's trying to get dressed, trying to get ready. Kim Kardashian's thinking she's taking a poop in there, and again, the poop jokes in here was probably the highlight for the whole episode for me. But as that's happening, we're seeing the spider legs. We're seeing something that feels so foreign and so thing. Gave me a little bit of a Black Swan element here. And what is happening with Anna's body? Is it all just hallucinations? There's a part of me that feels like Siobhan and the witches are putting these hallucinations in Anna's head to lower her sense of security, so then they can kind of swoop in and be like, no, we're gonna help you. It's very abuser. It's very like gaslighting and all that, but it fits what everyone has been doing to her. And I think that's what something Preacher said to her is, they will win. They will get everything that they want unless et cetera, gets pulled off and all that. And I'm like, ooh, is that what they're doing? Are they really messing with Anna's character just to get her weakened enough so they can kind of come in and sink their teeth into her, literally, probably, who knows? But I'm more confused and more intrigued by that than anything else. But again, this episode does not spend time, does not give us a moment to really sink this in before they move us off to a whole new scene, a whole new idea. In what should probably be the biggest twist of this episode, we see Anna catch Dex having an affair. She gets that black cat, and I'm like, ooh, she's getting eviler and eviler. But yay, Dex is out of the picture, possibly. But again, they spend no time on really letting us feel that, letting us get into that feeling, because it is Oscar Sundays, and we have the worst red carpet I've ever seen. We have Anna getting ready, like I said, the black goo. It feels like very much Siobhan is messing with her, but we're truly there for the award show, where Siobhan's just like, oh, your category is coming up, and it's like, baby, I'm about to give birth to this baby. What am I going to do? And stay here till your award. Let's kind of get through it. So Anna decides to stay to her award, even though she's having contractions, even though this is a tough moment. And the whole time, Siobhan's like, like, you want to win that award, though, right? You want to win that award? Give me something in exchange. And maybe it's because Anna is here at this moment, but she seems to kind of imply, yes, I want the deal you've been offering. Give me the award. And magically, 2 seconds later, she wins Best Actress at the Oscars. Doesn't even have time to make a speech, because visions of her mother, which still witchy weirdness happening there. The visions always seem to be throwing Anna off in these moments where I'm like, well, once Anna gives up the baby, she's still not going to be a great star, because her whole Oscar campaign has been marred with these weird moments and these weird surreal things. Yeah, and I'm just like, oh my god, but she wins the Oscar. Almost the whole point of the season is there. She's gonna give birth now, though. She has no time to wait. We're gonna be rushed into what looks like to be a chaotic, birthy, wild episode next week. I'm intrigued what they can do with next week, wrapping all of this up, closing doors off. Like, what do we do with Dex? What do we do with the father character? What is Siobhan? Is she a demon? Is she Lilith? Is she older than any of these things possibly? Like, is she like the first evil to ever exist? That's a Buffy reference for you guys there. I don't know where this is going, but look, Anna got her Oscar, and Siobhan's probably going to eat her baby at one point. Yay! I wish I had more to say about this episode. Again, I don't hate what was presented here. The Mia Farrow stuff wasn't my favorite. Maybe if they would have introduced that in like episode 6, kind of weird timeline stuff. I know we had the queen character and all that. I know we've done the jump back in time, but to do such an iconic woman and all that, that was a bit strange. But overall, yay, the whole point of the season was for Anna to have the baby and have the Oscar. We are here. Okay, I wish this episode wasn't so short. I would have a lot more positive things to say, but it feels like they are in that editing room chopping down these episodes, but for what reason? Who knows? Next week is the finale. Make sure you guys join me for that. And after this season wraps up, I will be like kind of ranking again all the American Horror Story seasons. I really need to rewatch some seasons. If you guys have one season I have to rewatch before I do a ranking, let me know down in the comments below. Let me know what you thought of this episode, what you think of Delicate. I know some people are hating it. I know some people are me, and I'm trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. I am losing that doubt, but it's one more episode left, so, if they don't stick the landing, it's typical American Horror Story. It's on brand for them. What did you guys think? Share, comment, all that jazz, thumbs up, and let's talk about American Horror Story Delicate and the Little Gold Man right down below.